Have you ever wondered, could simply changing the way we sleep help keep our blood pressure more stable through the night? Today, we'll follow the story of Walter, a 68-year-old man who quietly wrestled with this question every night as he faced the silent struggle of high blood pressure. Good morning, doctor. My name is Walter. I'm 68 years old. I've been living with high blood pressure for almost 10 years now. Even though I take my medication regularly, as prescribed, I've also tried to improve my lifestyle, eating less salt, taking morning walks, and cutting down on coffee. But lately, there's been something that keeps bothering me. I often wake up in the middle of the night, feeling a bit weak, my heart racing. When I check my blood pressure, it's higher than usual. My wife says maybe I'm sleeping in the wrong position, maybe putting pressure on my heart or blood vessels somehow. And she might be right. I tend to sleep on my right side, or even on my stomach, because I feel like it helps me sleep deeper. But recently, I've started to worry. One morning after waking up, I checked my pressure, and it was still sky high. I read somewhere that sleeping on your left side can help lower blood pressure, but I'm not sure if that's true. Is it something to trust? Should I really be changing my sleeping position every night, or is it just another rumor? Doctor, can I ask you honestly, does sleeping position actually affect blood pressure? And if it does, what's really the best way to sleep? I have a feeling I'm not the only older person wondering about this. Many of us just want a good night's sleep, without waking up afraid our blood pressure's spiked again.
Hello, Mr. Walter, and a warm welcome to everyone watching. That's a great question, and one I've heard from many older patients over the years. It might sound simple at first. It's just a sleeping position, right? But in reality, how we sleep can have a real impact on blood pressure, especially during the night. Let me explain in a way that's easy to understand. When we sleep, our bodies aren't just resting. We're also going through a variety of internal processes, including blood pressure regulation. The way you position your body affects how blood flows through your system, especially around the heart, lungs, and major blood vessels. If you're in an awkward position, you may unknowingly restrict circulation or add pressure to sensitive areas, which can disrupt your blood pressure. For example, when sleeping on your right side, the heart shifts slightly upward, changing the direction of blood flow. For people with a sensitive cardiovascular system, this may cause a rise in nighttime blood pressure. And if you're sleeping on your stomach, known as the prone position, your chest gets compressed, making it harder for the lungs to expand. That can reduce oxygen intake and trigger the sympathetic nervous system, which controls fight or flight responses like a faster heart rate and elevated blood pressure. We also need to consider the role of the nervous system, specifically the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. These are like the control centers that regulate your heart rate, breathing, and yes, blood pressure. At night, your body is supposed to shift into rest and relax mode via the parasympathetic system. But if your sleeping position causes discomfort, even subtly, your body may interpret that as stress, keeping the sympathetic system activated and quietly pushing your blood pressure up. On top of that, the way you sleep can affect your sleep quality itself. If you frequently wake up from discomfort, like trouble breathing, shoulder pain, or numbness in your arms or legs from compressed blood vessels, your body may release more cortisol, the stress hormone. And as we know, cortisol can raise blood pressure, even if you're not aware it's happening. So as you can see, your sleeping position doesn't just affect comfort. It influences how well your heart performs, how much oxygen gets into your system, and how your nervous system responds through the night. And all of those things are key players in keeping your blood pressure steady or letting it slip out of control. Now that we understand how sleeping position can affect blood pressure, it's important to look deeper into what might happen if we sleep in an unhealthy posture over the long term, especially for those living with hypertension. One of the clearest risks is something called nocturnal hypertension, high blood pressure during the night. This condition is dangerous because it's often hidden. Many people sleep without realizing their blood pressure is silently spiking, only to wake up feeling tired, with a pounding heart or a morning headache. Those who sleep in the wrong position, particularly on the stomach or right side, are at higher risk of this happening. Another consequence is poor sleep quality. An uncomfortable sleeping posture can cause symptoms like numb hands, back pain, leg cramps, or even difficulty breathing. When this happens, the body struggles to enter deep sleep, the stage when healing occurs and blood pressure naturally lowers. If this stage is shortened, blood pressure tends to stay elevated through the night. There's also the increased risk of sleep apnea, especially in people who sleep on their stomach or on their back without proper pillow support. Sleep apnea causes breathing to stop and start repeatedly during the night, reducing oxygen levels in the blood. When this happens, the brain sends an emergency signal. Your heart races and blood pressure shoots up. Over time, this can damage your blood vessels, heart, and kidneys. Often overlooked issue is how poor posture affects blood circulation to your limbs. For example, if you sleep on your arm or keep your legs bent awkwardly for too long, blood flow gets restricted. Not only does this cause numbness, but your heart has to work harder to push blood through, a hidden burden, especially for aging hearts. And finally, the most serious consequence I want to highlight is the increased risk of stroke during the night or early morning. Many strokes happen between 4 and 6 a.m., a time when blood pressure naturally rises. But if your sleeping position caused pressure to build silently through the night, that morning surge could push your system over the edge. Now, I'm not saying this to scare anyone before bedtime. But the truth is, something as simple as your sleeping position can quietly do harm if we don't pay attention to it. Dear Mr. Walter, and to everyone watching this video, I know that after hearing about the risks of improper sleeping positions, many of you may be wondering, so how exactly should I sleep now? The answer doesn't lie in anything complicated. It's actually in the simple things, backed by solid science. 1. Sleeping on your left side, the safest choice for people with high blood pressure. This is the position most cardiologists recommend, especially for those managing hypertension. When you sleep on your left side, your heart rests slightly lower than the center of the body, which helps promote easier blood flow and reduces strain on the heart. Additionally, this position supports better filtration by the kidneys and liver, helping the body eliminate excess salt and toxins more effectively, which plays a key role in blood pressure control. Some studies also show that sleeping on the left side can reduce acid reflux and improve breathing during sleep, both of which indirectly help stabilize nighttime blood pressure. 2. Avoid sleeping on your stomach and limit sleeping on your right side. Sleeping on your stomach is strongly discouraged, not just because it restricts breathing, but because it also places pressure on the heart and spine. It can even increase the risk of sleep apnea and lower oxygen levels in the blood. As for sleeping on the right side, while it might feel more natural or restful to some, for people with high blood pressure or heart conditions, it can sometimes elevate nighttime blood pressure. If it's hard to completely change your habit, try at least beginning your night on your left side when the body first starts to lower blood pressure. 3. Adjusting your pillows. What's the right way? Good sleeping posture should always be paired with proper pillow support. Your pillow shouldn't be too high. This can bend your neck and disrupt blood flow. The ideal height keeps your neck and spine in alignment. If you sleep on your side, placing a thin pillow between your knees can ease pressure on your hips and spine. A small bonus tip: if you experience leg swelling or your blood pressure tends to spike at night, try elevating your legs slightly with a pillow. This helps blood return to the heart more easily, reducing circulatory strain. 4. Creating a better bedtime environment. Small habits, big results. It's not just about position. Your pre-sleep habits matter too. I often advise patients, about an hour before bed, avoid screens, steer clear of salty foods, and take 5 to 10 minutes to practice deep breathing or light meditation. These small acts help calm the nervous system, making it easier for your blood pressure to stabilize as you sleep. I understand that changing your sleeping position isn't easy, especially if it's something you've done the same way for decades. But if you know that even a small shift can lower your risk of high blood pressure and stroke, I truly believe it's a change worth trying. We've just explored a topic that might seem small at first, sleeping position, but it actually has a significant impact on heart health, especially for those living with high blood pressure. I understand that everyone has their own sleeping habits, and change is never easy. But if you've been noticing your blood pressure rising at night, or waking up feeling tired or off, then perhaps it's time to start with something simple. Try sleeping on your left side. Just a small adjustment in how you sleep, paired with proper pillow support and a more relaxing sleep environment, can make a noticeable difference. Deeper sleep, lighter mornings, and most importantly, more stable blood pressure. My gentle advice is start tonight. Don't worry if it feels unfamiliar at first. Your body will adapt over time. And if needed, use a small pillow to help keep your body steady in the new position. Managing high blood pressure is a long journey, but every small change, from the way you eat to how you breathe to how you sleep, is a meaningful step toward protecting your heart every single day. If you still have questions about sleep, blood pressure, or anything related to senior health, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always here to listen and share. And if today's insights have been helpful, don't forget to follow the channel so you won't miss our upcoming videos, where we continue this journey together, taking care of your heart one peaceful night at a time.